There we go. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Uh, if I wanted to, you know, if I wanted to watch some fucking white people just kind of be obnoxious and just like assholes in general, turn on the news. You know, if hold up, I got one more. If if I wanted to watch people kind of flounder around, young adults flounder around before being brutally murdered, I just watched an Eli Roth movie. You know what I'm saying? If wait, hold on, wait. If damn, I don't know. Point being, I didn't really like this movie. Uh, but it's weird because by the end of it, I think I kind of realized why. I picked up on a few names. I picked up on Adam Wingard, and I picked up on Ty West. Adam Wingard, I uh, I'm trying to think now, but I just know that I've heard the name before, and I think when I looked it up, what he's attached to Blair Witch, so I guess that kind of explains the handheld, found footage nature of the movie. Blair Witch 2, I believe, not even the first one, or maybe it is the first one, but I mean, regardless, point still stands, right? And then Ty West, who did I guess like Pearl, right? And I guess that whole like trilogy, X and Maxine, I believe. Uh, but yeah, but he's like a newer director, right? And then there's a few other directors, because it's like an anthology, so I guess like each director had a part in each movie, and or each like short. And the thing with anthologies too, it's like there's supposed to be like a connecting thread, and in this, I guess the connecting thread is like all of them are like found footage, like VHS tapes, and then the other is like they all like the antagonist of each short is like usually some type of man who's I guess like a misogynist, like just in general, right? Um, and I mean, fair enough, honestly. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You just go around killing white dudes. That's cool. uh, no, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, like it's deserved, right? Because I mean, you think the first sketch, and it's just these like obnoxious like frat dudes almost. And I mean, like the guy recording in that one is like a bit more like timid, but he's very like I don't know, like I guess just like willing to go along with like whatever his friends are doing. So I mean, that kind of makes him like complicit, right? But yeah, it's just them like trying to get drunk and like hook up with girls and stuff, and it's like, man, these guys are obnoxious. So once they finally get what's coming to them, I mean, deserved, honestly. But no, I think the only thing that kind of works for me in the first one is the creature. I was trying to pick out because like obviously one of the girls starts like acting super weird. It's like, all right, something's up with her, and she has like a line on her face, so it's like, all right, something crazy is gonna happen with her. Um, and then I guess she turns out to be a harpy of sorts, right? She has like the wings, and she ends up picking the cameraman up at the very end and like dropping him from the sky, and that was pretty cool. And it was a cool design all around because I mean like that little part on the face like kind of opens up. It looks really cool. And then like with the wings and all that, I thought that was nice. And I guess the other thing to praise about this movie too is like the gore effects are pretty good. But that's the thing. It's just like, and the sort of problem with like anthology to begin with is just like cutting the story short whenever it's just getting interesting, or not having enough to begin with, for like the payoff to be as good. And I mean, with this one, it's like fine because I mean, again, like I don't really like our like main characters, but man, it would have been cool to see more of that creature, more of the harpy. That would have been awesome. I mean, again, just like make a movie about that thing going around killing dudes. That'd be all right with me. Um, I'm trying to think. I think the second short is the vacation one between the well, like you assume they're a couple, but this girl and her boyfriend are like vacationing and stuff, and man, that dude's like a real creep like the whole time. Like he's trying to like come on to his girlfriend and like record her and stuff like that, and it's like, dude. I guess that's the horror, right? Like that's like the real horror. Uh, Yeah, but the dude is just being super creepy the whole time. He's like, "Oh, come on, like let me record you, let me record you," and it's like, dude, back it up. And then afterwards, well, because I mean, like the only setup like for like external horror is that there's somebody kind of like sneaking around like outside of their hotel room the whole time, and it's like, okay, I wonder where that's gonna go. And then that's another thing with like found footage stuff as well that I kind of hate is like who who edits it, I guess, right? And I mean, technically, you can just like turn it off and turn it back on to kind of like pick up, but again, like I'm not too familiar with the technology, but there's lots of just like small cuts every now and then. And I mean, like, point of found footage is that you're just watching like the raw video of like what would happen, but besides the point. Anyways, but the person that was sneaking around outside kind of breaks in and is like recording everything, or just like recording them while they sleep. So I mean, again, like so far, it's just been like a whole like lot of nothing almost, just like vacation footage. The guy creeping on his girlfriend. This break-in. And yeah, during the break-in, the person steals some money, and then like the morning after, like they're vacationing again, and the guy accuses the girlfriend of stealing money, and it's like, dude, like you're like so out of pocket right now. But I mean, again, I guess it's kind of the point, right? Just to show that that like men can be like assholes or like sort of like manipulative in ways, because that's also like another thing that comes up in like a later short as well. I think it's like the fourth one, and that fourth one fucking sucks. That fourth one's like not even a like fucking story. I think the best one might be the one where they're in the woods. No, no, actually that's a lie. That's not the best one. I think the first one is the best one. No, I actually don't like any of them. But the third one I think is interesting for a creature. It's like a weird like glitch gremlin of sorts. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. Just like a glitch man, right? Like she's trying to record the guy, and like he's all glitching everywhere. But that one kind of rubs me wrong, just because it's like so all over the fucking place. I mean, you start off, and again, just like you have like two obnoxious guys, and then just like two girls. Um, and then obviously the two guys are just like perving on like one of the girls, and it's like, all right, like just tone it down a little bit. But yeah, so like they go out into the woods, and then immediately the main girl starts acting like kind of creepy, just like saying like cryptid shit, and it's like, all right, like where's this gonna go? uh and then she keeps doing that throughout the whole thing, and then all of a sudden she just blurts out like, oh, everybody's gonna die here, by the way. And then everybody's like, well, hold up, what? And I mean, again, I think this is one that would have benefited just from being like its own movie. Because like she brings up that she's brought some friends here before, and they all got killed by this entity. And like literally that could be the first like 15 minutes of its own movie, and then transition into this short, like the way it starts, and then stretch that out for like an hour. So you have like an hour 15 right there, hour 30 with credits. But then yeah, like just like them being in the woods trying to survive against this glitch monster. That literally could have been the movie right there, but nah, they make it a short, and everything moves by too fast. I mean, kills are okay, but again, it's just like senseless gore at a certain point. um, but man, just like wasted, because I think that glitch entity is like a cool concept, and it looks visually cool, I'll give it that as well. uh, but yeah, just like everything surrounding it kind of sucks. Like again, like I don't like any of your characters, not even like your main protagonist of the short, because she literally brings them out there to get killed, so she can try and get some sort of revenge on this entity for killing her other friends. But it's like, where's the like, like how am I gonna sympathize or like empathize with her? I guess sympathize, because she lost her friends, but then she brings out more people to essentially sacrifice so she could get a shot at revenge. You know what I mean? That's not very like noble. I don't know. That's just me personally. Yeah, but then yeah, she ends up getting killed anyways. But man, the whole time she's like saying dumb shit. She's like, "Oh, what are you? Why can't I record you?" Just like, it's like, hey, audience, y'all should be thinking these things. It's like, all right, cool, man. Yeah, so that's a bit annoying. And then of course she dies, and she can't just like get killed. She has to have her stomach ripped open and all her guts taken out. I mean, again, like it looks fine, but it's like so like senseless, and I mean, like that's like the only real takeaway, right? It's like, oh, you just wanted to me to be shocked about some gore at the very end. All right. Because everything else was like so dull, like leading up to this, like you just need that extra punch. You just need that gory punch. Oh yeah, but the fourth one, fuck the fourth one. The fourth one's not even a fucking story. Like that's straight up not a story. You can't. I mean, I guess you could because they did it, but you can't have a fucking setup where it's like a stupid ass Zoom call and you have some white dude in the corner who doesn't react to shit. As his like girlfriend gets like terrorized by demons or whatever the fuck, and then and yeah, so she's getting terrorized by demons over Zoom call, and the guy's like, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna be over there, and then of course he does nothing, and then she gets attacked by demons and like knocked out, and then he literally leaves like his camera, and it's like, oh man, I guess he's like running like straight over there, and he was like in the next fucking room the whole time, and it's like, all right, cool. And then he like cuts open her back and like takes out like a little like fetus or some shit, and it's like, what the fuck? And then he's like talking to the demons. He's like, oh man, she can't take any more of this, guys. And it's like what the fuck is even happening? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid, right? Maybe I just like didn't get it. Maybe it's like too above my head. But I mean, still, like, to me personally, it's not a fucking story. It's not a fucking story to have like random bullshit happen and then have it revealed that the guy was like a squatter essentially in this person's home, as he was like manipulating her the whole time, or like gaslighting mainly, because he's like, oh, nothing's happening, nothing's going on. Oh, that was kind of weird, but no, you're okay, just like the whole time. And it's like, man, but that happens like 3 times before he cuts open her back, and then again just like senseless gore at the end of it, just to like add another punch. But yeah, no, that's not a fucking story. I hate that one. Probably hate that one the most. And then the 5th one, because I think there's 5 total. The 5th one is okay for a short. These dudes, I mean, again, they're kind of obnoxious, but these dudes, they're like trying to go to a party, and once they get there, like the house is empty, so they're just kind of going around. But I mean, again, this is one where like nothing happens until the last like 7 minutes of the short. But yeah, like they go there and they're just walking around and it's like, man, this is weird, there's like nobody here. And then I mean that for like 10 minutes, and then like they leave the room and it's like, whoa, like some arms try to grab us, and like the guy who was recording wasn't even in the room with them, so you just got to take their word for it. And they're like, huh, that's weird. And then they just keep walking around the house some more, and then they finally get up to the attic, and like some kind of ritual is going on. Yeah. I mean, like that's basically every short, right? Like nothing happens. Like, let's say each short is maybe like 20 minutes, right? And nothing happens for 15, and then everything happens in the last 5 with gore and all. But yeah, so I mean, in my opinion, those aren't fucking stories. Some of them are barely shorts. But I mean, I guess specifically with this last one, what's the quote? No good deed goes unpunished, because this is a weird one. This is one where like, they do try to have some like redemption for the guys, because it's like, sure, they're obnoxious, but I mean, like they were kind of there for a party, so like I mean, I'm not trying to like justify them, or I guess, you know, a little bit maybe, but just trying to make a case, I guess, right? It's like, sure, they're a bit obnoxious, but I mean, they're going to a party, like, you know, you're supposed to be a bit loud at a party, you know, so they're going there for that. But like once they see this ritual happening, like their instinct is to run away, because like obviously like shit kind of hits the fan. But once they hear the girl screaming, they're like, well, we got to go back to the girl. So they go save the girl, but I guess the girl's possessed and the girl kills them. That's why I say no good deed goes unpunished. I don't even know if that's how you use it, but I mean, I guess that in a literal sense, right? They try to do something decent for once, and they get killed for it. I don't know, such is life. But yeah, I guess with how negative I've been talking about it, didn't really like this one. Again, man, it's something about horror specifically where usually with your main characters, you want to have the audience have like some sort of like towards them, some sort of sympathy, or maybe they can like empathize with like what they're going through. So it's like a huge disconnect for me whenever you go out of your way to make the characters really fucking unlikable. And I mean, like, the only reason why you're doing that is just so you can kill them off brutally. And, you know, that's kind of why I mentioned Eli Roth, because that's kind of what he excels at. Just making, like, assholeish characters that just get, like, picked out. But, I mean, even to me, that's, like, kind of annoying, because it's very transparent what you're doing. I feel like it's a bit better to, like, make an assholeish character, but, like, kind of make it, I don't know, like give them layers. I mean, in this, like they are just assholes, and, like, that's the character. Um, So I mean, it should be satisfying to, like, see them picked off, and I mean, it kind of is, but it's so, like, surface level. And I mean, you know, like, good thing they get what's coming to them, but man, it just, like, isn't satisfying to watch, like, the same formula happen in five different shorts, and then, like, in between, it's like cut with these, like, again, just, like, more assholes, like, going around, like, trashing a house, and it's like, all right, cool. Yeah, so not recommended on this one, but I don't know. VHS is I know it's like a bit of a series, right? There's like tons of them now. Like this one was like back in 2012, and I mean they're still making them, so people watch them, I guess, right? I don't know. Maybe I just chose a bad one. Maybe the first one just kind of sucks, but everything else kind of picks up. I feel like I only watched this out of somebody's recommendation. Somebody's recommendation that I won't be taking. Won't be taking ever again, probably because because of how much I dislike this one. Uh, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it, and I mean, like, I can kind of see, like, what they're trying to do, but again, it's just, like, so surface level. It's like a bit of like a slog for me to get through. But I don't know. I guess let me know what you think, or, you know, the people out there, the handful. Because I feel like the series is generally liked. I would assume, right? They make so many of them. I guess you gotta have an audience. But yeah, let me know. Take care.